Hi, this is Lola. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Sunday. It's the day I set up my trackers, and I wanted to talk about how you can use trackers to get a better understanding of yourself, your habits, your pattern, and learn how to love yourself better, and then therefore know what you need to be happy and eventually, hopefully, manifest the best life for you. Trackers are a great tool. I've been doing them for a long time. However, for the longest time, I did not use the tool as well as I could. So I used to do what the bullet method journaling, most people I think do monthly. And then a lot of the times I would look and be like, oh my God, I didn't fill out this task. And sometimes I would feel so negative about it that I wouldn't even incorporate it to the next month. And then that habit that I wanted to incorporate was gone. Or sometimes I couldn't figure out why I didn't do it. And if you can't understand why you don't do things, how are you going to improve yourself, right? So I've noticed once I started doing them in the Hobonichi weeks, you don't need a Hobonichi weeks, you need a notebook, and you can set up the week. You can do it very easily. In fact, let me show you in the weeks that I have now, where I track mostly fitness and health and like stuff that I don't want to have to keep thinking about doing. I have MTW there, the list of things. I put a dot during the day. Sleep, the amount of hours a day, I put a dot. That's all I need. That is enough for me. For this, there are different times in your life where you need maybe less things, or you try to focus on specific things. But the way that this has been working, and I never assumed it would, is that if I have things that I do, for example, taking my vitamins has always been a thing. And I would have the vitamins on my desk. I'd move them everywhere where I literally see them every day and still not take them. And this has been the first time where I've been able to keep up with them, because I see it, I'm like, oh yeah, dot, and I'm done. I don't even think about it. And that is what a tracker does for me. These kind of trackers, where I use it so that I don't have to cloud my mind with all these tasks I want to really accomplish, but I want to accomplish them because that is part of loving myself, is also taking care of my body, taking care of my skin, taking care of the nutrition I have. And so that is what it helps me with. The productive trackers that I have now are very simple. It's more on what area I'm working on, like whether it's studying or photography or YouTube or like things like that. So there's only 2 or 3 things, but I've had times in my life where it was much more detailed, and that's why they are brilliant. I think the best way to go about if you're just starting tracking is track the things that you already do. Track what you already do. It's and then add one that you want to accomplish that you maybe do, but you don't do it every day. Because then the ones you already do will take you there, and you'll put that dot because it is very satisfying, and it just helps you feel like, oh yeah, this is what I did. And then you can incorporate more and more and more habits. And sometimes it's also the wording of what you put that helps you being more productive. But at the end of the day, the work comes after. Like at the end of the week, when you're setting up next week's and you're seeing how it worked, and you're seeing where you've accomplished what you wanted to accomplish and where you didn't, that's where the work of not getting down on yourself is really important. Because when you do that, you miss the opportunity to know yourself. You miss the opportunity to look and to realize, why didn't I accomplish this? When I wrote this on my tracker, I really wanted to get this done. What happened, and what can I do for myself for me to accomplish it? Do I need to maybe try to get that task done at a different time? Do I need to hang on that task to another task I already do? Do I need to shift my perspective on how I see this task? Has it become this humongous mountain, but if I change my perspective, I realize it's just another task? Those are things that will be very unique to you, because again, You're a different person than I am, and that's the beauty. Be as radically you as you can be, and to do that, you have to know yourself. And as simple as these things. Why? But the worst thing you can do with a habit tracker, and I've seen it happen and I've done it myself, is when it's empty, to get down on yourself, because that doesn't help. That does not help. And like sometimes it actually does the opposite of what a bullet journal is supposed to do. It's supposed to make you accomplish more than you thought you could, right? So the habit tracker is one of those where it's like, if you get down on yourself for not doing the habit, then you might fail at incorporating that habit into your life. Don't do that. Just really realize, be kind to yourself, be your best friend, be your best advocate. If you have to pretend you're talking to somebody else, sometimes there's been like, my self-love journey has been, it took a minute, right? I'm 46 and now I feel like I love myself. Now I feel sure of myself, and what I want, like for my daughter and my son, is for them to already have it now. Don't waste time with all the negativity and this negative self-talk, and just love yourself so radically that you can focus on just being happy and surviving sometimes when you have rough times, but also being kind to yourself when you make mistakes, because we all make them and we all will again, and that's fine. That's part of being human. No one expects you to be perfect. Please don't be perfect. That means you're denying who you are, and who you are is beautiful with the imperfections. Beauty-wise, I'm not even going to go into that discussion, because I think trying to resemble everybody else is taking your uniqueness out. If you really look at like the people we admire, the actresses and everything, they have their face, and that is what makes it interesting. They're very unique in their way. So it's hard to look at ourselves in any way, tasks, physically, things we may have said, from the perspective of loving and acceptance. And I think journaling can help you, and habit tracker is one of the things. Within the trackers, there is a mood tracker, and I'm really interested in how you do it, because I'm still new at that. I used to do it tracking. I do it throughout the day. It's open on my desk, so I'll go open, oh yeah, I did these, or oh yeah, I need to take my vitamins, I take them, or oh yeah, I need to do a YouTube, or whatever. But mood is different. I used to track it at any time, and then the next day I'd be like, what did I say? I was angry. I had a great day yesterday. Oh, because I did it after I was mad because I cooked and it was gross, or something like stupid like that. So now I started doing it at night, and at night it became more of a reflection on the day. And now I do it in the morning, because I find the morning to be very interesting time. You either are thinking about the day before, or you're thinking about the day ahead, or you had a dream that kind of shapes your mood. And what it teaches you is that a mood is not a constant, really. Like sometimes I wake up and I had a nightmare and I'm tired and I think, oh, today's gonna suck. And I see it because I put it in my Hobonichi weeks in the month. I have a little dot on the mood, and then in the day of the month, I'll write a little why I think I feel that way. And then at the end of the day, you can look back and see like, you didn't know. And it kind of opens you to the beauty of not knowing what is ahead for you. We make plans and then life happens, and that is something that I think if we can get really comfortable with that, we get comfortable with being open to things happening to us. I think sometimes we're so set on, we know this is going to happen, that when something different happens, we don't even see the beauty of what is happening right there, because it's so not what we were prepared for. And again, all this I think is easier when you are very sure of yourself and grounded. When you're grounded, where you're not questioning anything you say, you're not, I've said the stupidest stuff, and I can say it, they were. And I'm okay with that, because I wasn't thinking and I was not paying attention, and I asked questions that I know the answers to. That's fine, whatever. It's not a big deal, own up to it, whatever. It's not, but I also said really good stuff and I didn't even realize it, so it's just like, we all have a lot to give, and there's some of it's not going to be great. Who expects you to be perfect? Also, that would be exhausting if you always had like perfect conversation and you said all so interesting things. Like there's a point where you're just like, I can't, like I need a little levity and just be. So I think journaling and trackers can help you achieve a deep understanding of who you are if you use them to your advantage. Everything that you can use to better yourself, you can also use it against you. And I think a habit tracker can really be one of the best tools. It shows you what you already accomplished. It helps you understand why you're not accomplishing the other stuff. For the longest time, I wanted to work out every day. That was always a thing because I know I feel better mentally and physically when I'm active. Always knew that. But it was always this mountain. And once it became this thing that I just do, it completely changed my perspective and my view of it. So I think mainly is change your perspective and show everything. You're a detective. You're trying to figure out who you are. Make it fun. Why didn't I do this? What happened? Research yourself. Be your project, but not in like a heavy, like I need to fix myself, but more in I really like to know who I am deeply. Like sometimes I do stuff and I don't understand why I do them. It'll be interesting to know why I do them. You'll change anyways. I mean, you'll evolve, but you'll evolve from a place of love and knowing your core personality, who you are. Then, life makes you evolve and change and everything. But there is part of you that is a constant, and that part you need to water it and love it so it can grow and so you can spread it. You'll be a better friend, a better lover, a better everything if you're happy with who you are. Use journaling, pen and paper. Who knew? And your own brain and your own, way of seeing the world and way of interpreting what you're seeing on paper. And those are very like tracker. They're very clinical, right? List, dot. But you can actually learn a lot from that. So yeah, I'm very interested in, do you guys track your moods and how do you do it? Do you have a time you do it? Do you write something or you just really put a dot? Do you sometimes put a dot on different moods throughout the day? Just let me know in the comments below, and I hope everybody's doing great. The next one's probably going to be more about my journals and the covers in use, and it will be before Thanksgiving. And lots of love to you guys, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.